Oh shit. Just checking myself out. Sorry about that. Alright, so I hope you guys are ready for something absolutely delicious. I'm Italian, so this really hits home for me. This is going to be anabolic chicken parm. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go over the ingredients. First thing you'll need, boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Then you can use whatever pasta you really want, but we're using the Protein Plus angel hair. Then you need some fat-free mozzarella. And then you can use jarred sauce and store-bought breadcrumbs. I happen to work in an Italian restaurant, so this is our homemade sauce and our homemade breadcrumbs that I will season for you so you guys know what to do. Fuck. So before we start prepping any of the food, we're going to preheat our oven to 375. And then we're going to be using an air fryer for the chicken today. We're just going to get this preheating too. So for our dredging station for the chicken, we got breadcrumbs, 2 eggs, and a bunch of seasonings. We got garlic salt, black pepper, a little garlic because you can never have too much, a little bit of basil, and some salt. Good. Alright, so now you need this can of beans, that's right, beans, the chicken, and a bag. So what you want to do is take the chicken. I like this one because it's pre-packaged, it's convenient, and it will hold the juice in, so you're about to see what we're going to do. So take it, put it in the bag, fold it over, get that shit out of the way, and just let it have it. Get all your anger out. So this is the most important part of the whole thing. So if you don't tenderize it, you're going to end up with gross chicken that feels weird and probably is going to taste weird. So now that we beat our meat, we're going to season it. And one thing I forgot to mention is that if you don't pound it, it won't cook evenly. So now that we're going to dredge our chicken, we're going to get the water going, and you got to salt it. It's going to be as salty as the sea. This is not healthy, but it's Italian, so just do it. So now we're going to dredge the chicken, so it goes right in the egg. Get it nice and coated on both sides. And you want to let the excess just drip off and slap it in the breadcrumbs. Pat that bitch down. Give her a flip. Ooh. Check that shit out. So now this has been preheating. We're going to take it out. Be careful because it is hot. It's a non-stick spray. Using a bit too much, but rather safe than sorry. And now the instructions for this typical, or whatever the hell you want to call it, air fryer. It's at 18 to 20 minutes. So we're gonna put these cutlets in here. Close her up. So now we're gonna get our pasta ready. So you gotta weigh it out. If you don't weigh out your food, you're not dedicated enough to the gym, and you're wasting everyone's time. So for this particular brand, it's 56 grams. We got it zeroed out with the Tupperware on the thing. Let's see, pretty close, 47. Let's see that. Good job. So now you put the pasta in the water, obviously. Give it a second, don't break it. That's a fucking sin to pasta. Now that it's nice and bendy, or whatever the hell you want to say it, because I didn't fucking break it. Just smush it all down there. Let it boil away. Now what you want to do is dump in the sauce. If you're using jarred sauce, not homemade, you probably want to zhuzh it up, in the words of my girlfriend, in some way. But we're going to let that get nice and warm. So the chicken is done. It doesn't look exactly like chicken parm because we didn't put any oil on it, so we don't want any of that fat or bad stuff. So now that our sauce is also pretty warm, I'm gonna come over here and we're just gonna coat the bottom of this guy with it. Now we're just gonna put a little sauce over these mother cluckers. So now I'm gonna sprinkle 28 grams of fat-free mozzarella, which is about a quarter cup, over each one. Now we're gonna throw it into the oven that's been preheating at 375 for a couple minutes just to melt the cheese. Not gonna lie, we took a sneak peek, but check these suckers out. Woo! So this right here has 486 calories, 41 grams of protein, 70 grams of carbs, and only 7 grams of fat. Not exactly your grandmother's recipe, but it certainly isn't too bad.